Bangor. From the Great North Woods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, an update in the trial of an Orrington man accused of attempted murder after an incident in front of the downtown Bangor restaurant. Plus, a public hearing scheduled today will focus on a bill intended to repeal ranked choice voting in Maine. And we'll get a local check of how the housing market is faring. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Let's hit the ground running and get a first check of that forecast with meteorologist Evan Biggs.
Hey Emma, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. We're looking pretty good out there, at least at this point. We're watching some clouds that are currently tracking through. We have a few advisories posted as well. Not showing up on this particular map, but a small crowd advisory here. And a winter weather advisory showing up in the northern parts of the state for accumulating snow that will be on the way. For now, though, not too bad out there. We're pretty quiet here this morning. There's some rain further down to the south, but another system here on to the north will be tracking off towards the east. That will combine with a system to the south, and that will give us some precipitation that will be moving in later on this week. Futurecast for today will be showing a partly cloudy sky. Clouds move in later on tonight. There's a rain and snow chances on the way later on tonight and parts of Thursday morning as that system starts to approach. The winds won't be too bad for now. Rather calm today. Maybe a light breeze and a direction shifting overall. But we will be watching for increasing wind, especially as we head towards Thursday afternoon with that next system that will be approaching. So for today, mid-40s and a partly cloudy sky, and the wind overall looking nice and calm. Later on tonight, lower 30s on the way, mostly cloudy. Some rain and snow arriving late. The northwest wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, mid-40s, rain and snow switching to all rain. The southeast wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. A lot of sunshine and a few passing clouds. Temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Emma?
Thank you, Devin. The attempted murder trial of an Orrington man continued yesterday morning at Penobscot County Judicial Center. Our Matthew Duranczyk has the latest.
The second day of the Jordan David Bishop trial consisted of cross-examinations of Bangor Police Detective Dustin Dow and bartender Ryan Whitney, and a partial cross-examination of witness Jeremy Mountain. Bishop is accused of shooting and wounding 57-year-old James Parent, a brewer, outside of Tesoro's Italian restaurant in Bangor in 2019. He is currently facing 6 counts, including multiple attempted murder and assault charges, as well as reckless conduct of a firearm. Detective Dow was asked to walk the jury through the surveillance video from the scene of the alleged crime. Mountain claimed that Bishop was intoxicated at the time of the shooting and talked about the interactions he had with him outside the restaurant. Bartender Ryan Whitney took the stand, talking about what he remembered that night in moments before Bishop allegedly fired off multiple shots at the victim.
Well, this is a serious case. It involves a shooting outside of Tesoro's restaurant. A person was significantly injured in this case, and it was quite frightening for the people inside the restaurant.
Cross-examinations will continue at Penobscot Judicial Center tomorrow morning. In Bangor, Matthew Duranczyk reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Penobscot County Sheriff's Department has released an update regarding the fatal car crash that occurred this past weekend on Route 2 in Herman. The lone occupant killed in the crash has been identified as 22-year-old Matthew Sforza of Herman. The department reports that speed, road conditions, and no use of a seatbelt appear to be contributing factors. The crash remains under investigation, and no other details have been released at this time. A man that was serving time at the Mountain View Correctional Facility has passed away. Yesterday, the Maine Department of Corrections confirmed the death of 55-year-old Aaron Chadbourne of Palmyra. At approximately 1 a.m. on Tuesday, Chadbourne reportedly passed away while attended by medical personnel. He had become an inmate at the facility last year, serving 2 concurrent sentences for arson. His earliest release date was 2026. The Attorney General's Office, State Police, and Medical Examiner have been notified. The Innovation, Development, and Economic Advancement Business Committee heard from a small business owner working with a group of lawmakers to legalize competitive Muay Thai and kickboxing in Maine. R.A.J. Douglas spoke to a state representative to learn how the classification of the 2 sports fell through the cracks.
I was able to find out, kickboxing and Muay Thai is technically illegal in the state. I thought, wow, we need to try to fix that.
Business owner Primo Bella Rosa says he has been boxing for around 3 decades. Bella Rosa currently coaches kickboxing and Muay Thai. However, after realizing that Mainers could not legally participate in any professional competitions, he sought help.
And he said, is this something that you can help me with so that the Combat Sports Authority of Maine would be able to do rulemaking to allow those competitions to happen? And I said, sure, I'll do that.
Muay Thai is sometimes referred to as Thai boxing, as the sport originated in Thailand. It's similar to kickboxing. However, Muay Thai allows the use of elbow and knee strikes. Bella Rosa says he had a troubled youth, but the sport put him on the right path.
This gave me that outlet, gave me a way to work those things out in a positive manner.
Representative Amanda Collmore notes that offering professional competitions here in Maine would support economic growth, as many competitors already travel to Maine to train for both sports.
When the statutes were changing to the Combat Sports Authority of Maine, kickboxing was left out. And I think it was just an accidental oversight, and I'm trying to fix that.
The proposed bill would recognize kickboxing and Muay Thai as a form of mixed martial arts here in Maine and allow professional competitions to take place. The committee continues to review the bill. In Augusta, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Senate Republicans are talking about initiatives centered around expanding safety measures in Maine schools. Legislators report that they plan to focus on infrastructure resources, student mental health, and collaborating with the Department of Education. Lawmakers are suggesting a task force be established consisting of experts in fields like public safety and education. Senator Marianne Moore says changes have to be made to address the mental health concerns among students.
Young people in the United States and here in Maine are collectively experiencing a level of distress that calls for action. While the primary goal of schools is academic learning, they also play a major role in shaping mental, physical, and social growth.
Republicans are suggesting the state foot the bill by utilizing state funds in an effort to lower the financial burden on local municipalities. A public hearing scheduled for today will focus on a proposed bill to repeal Maine's ranked choice voting laws. LD 1028, which has been backed by a number of Republican representatives, would reinstate plurality voting for Maine's elections. Under current law, voters can choose their candidates in order of preference. If no candidate wins a majority of votes on election night in the races that have 3 or more candidates, the ballots are tabulated over multiple rounds, incorporating voters' second-choice candidates to determine a winner. The Department of Secretary of State is making its opposition to the bill clear.
Mainers have shown election after election that they support ranked choice voting, that they appreciate the ability to vote with their hearts and not with their fears. So we're in support of ranked choice voting for our elections, and we'll be making that clear tomorrow at the hearing.
The public hearing will take place at the State House today at 10 a.m. Some of Maine's oldest residents are making some noise on climate change. The group Third Act organized this demonstration, saying they want to leave a livable planet for younger generations. The group of Maine seniors says they're asking banks like Chase and Bank of America to stop supporting what they call climate chaos by financing new oil explorations.
The latest intergovernmental panel on climate change just came out this week and said if we do not keep the oil in the ground, we're going to blow past 2 degrees of warming, and we're going to have catastrophic climate change. That's why this is so important.
They're asking people to boycott those big banks and go local instead. Organizers say this is one of about 100 similar rallies across the country. All right, the time is now 8:09. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, the Glenburn Fire Department recently made a critical equipment purchase in order to save lives, all thanks to the Stephen and Tabitha King Foundation. But before we take a break, let's get another look at that forecast. Partly cloudy in the sky today, although as the day goes on, the sun will come out more and more. Highs of around 46 degrees. It's definitely staying up there this week. Tonight, though, there is the possibility of some rain and snow late in the night, early into tomorrow morning. Lows of around 30 degrees. Tomorrow, rain and snow are continuing on into the likeliness of tomorrow. Highs of around 44 degrees.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Markdown Madness has started at the Furniture Gallery, and we're in the game to save you money. Introducing our starting lineup. 10% off all in-stock recliners for the best seat in the house. 10% off all adjustable bases to upgrade your sleep and be game day ready. And up to 70% off all clearance items. The Furniture Gallery brings you better brand names plus a bigger in-stock selection, all at the lowest prices around. Hurry in to catch all the action. Find your best value at the Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
Hi, I'm Nick, and I'm one of the heat pump consultants at Dave's World. We are Maine's leader in heat pump installations because we have an awesome team that is dedicated to an awesome experience, and we are backed by Mitsubishi products. It's easy to promise awesome, but it is another thing to deliver on awesome. There are so many solutions for every home. The goal is to solve problems and find what's right for the customer. You have heating and cooling problems, we will solve them from start to finish. Dave's World, awesome.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Just because now the things that I didn't prioritize from a health and well-being perspective are now a priority for me because I want my health. I want to make it to a late age in life so that I can enjoy what life has to offer, time with my family and friends.
Survivorship is living with, through, and beyond cancer. It all begins with a conversation. Contact your doctor today.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith. Now to a follow-up on a story we brought you yesterday. SNAP recipients say they can't get answers from DHHS about their benefits. It's leading some to take matters into their own hands, going to state offices hoping to find help. Mel Meyer reports.
This is what I ended up doing.
Mike Phillips is trying to renew his SNAP benefits. How long were you trying to call DHHS?
The day that I finally got through to him, I was on the phone for 2.5 hours on hold, just sitting there waiting for somebody to pick it up.
We are currently experiencing extremely high call volume.
About 175,000 low-income Mainers received SNAP benefits in February, according to the state. We've heard from some they've been running into issues with their money and can't get a hold of anyone to fix it.
I'm just curious about what's going on and what can be done, if anything.
Maine DHHS says there was a change to the program this month, leading to a higher number of calls, impacting answer times and processing. Once Phillips was able to talk to someone, he says he was told his paperwork was received but not processed.
And I said, well, at least you know so I won't lose my benefits, right? And she said, oh no, it's computerized. You lose your benefits if this isn't done.
We wanted to know if this was the case, if some are at risk of losing this money. CBS 13 News went to DHHS in Augusta. They directed us to the department's communication director. So we called Jackie Farwell and tried calling the department's commissioner and Office for Family Independence's director directly.
Record your message after the tone.
We didn't get a call back. In a written statement on Tuesday, DHHS spokesperson Farwell says that for participants due for renewal, benefits automatically end when their current cases expire unless the department receives and can process their information. The department is reassigning staff to process renewals and are approving overtime to speed up processing time. And they're waiving SNAP interviews through June, which is what Phillips needed.
I just went in here.
Fortunately for Phillips, he heard from DHHS after going in person. His benefits will continue.
I mean, it's all resolved till next time.
And that was Mal Meyer reporting. In other news now, home sales in Maine declined in February due to a lack of available properties for buyers. According to Maine listings, realtors sold 708 homes last month. That's a dip of more than 19% from February of 2022. Prices increased more than 10% in the past year. The median sales price was roughly $329,000. The 2023 president of the Maine Association of Realtors, Carmen McPhail, says buyer demand remains steady, but the shortage of move-in ready homes for sale continues to be a challenge. Homeowners who purchased in recent years with record low mortgage interest rates are staying put, and new home construction in Maine has not kept pace with demand. The Maine Bureau of Insurance says they recovered almost $2 million on behalf of Mainers in 2022. Acting Insurance Superintendent Timothy Schlott says roughly $1.8 million was recovered for Maine consumers through the Bureau's 2022 investigations. Those cases involved a wide range of complaints and issues ranging from improper billing, improper or delayed claims processing, wrongful denial of payment for medical treatment, and illegal insurance sales practices. The Bureau also says more than $5 million in life insurance policies were matched to Maine recipients through their life insurance policy locator. In other news now, the Glenburn Fire Department purchased new Jaws of Life equipment thanks to a grant awarded by the Stephen and Tabitha King Foundation. Glenburn Fire Chief Chris Lavoie says their previous set of equipment was outdated, making it more difficult to extract someone from a vehicle during an emergency.
Vehicle manufacturers are out there every single day. They're out there right now as I'm talking to you, and they're looking for a way to make a vehicle safer, which is great. But now the technology's old, right? We just bought these. Someone out there is going to outbuild these tools already. So, as technology evolves in vehicles, we need to upgrade our equipment as well.
Lavoie says the new set is battery operated, making setup a few minutes faster than their previous equipment. He says those few minutes can be the difference between life and death. Retirement and burnout have led to a severe doctor shortage in Maine, and foreign-trained physicians could be the answer to filling many of those jobs. Brad Rogers looks at a new push to remove the barriers for getting a medical license without lowering the standards for foreign-trained physicians.
These men and women were all doctors in their home countries. They now live and work in Maine, but are not allowed to practice medicine here.
We want to help this state. We want to use our skill.
Axel Samunto told us he went from being a doctor in the Democratic Republic of the Congo to working for the Maine CDC Public Health Division. But at a time when Maine is in desperate need of doctors, he and others say their medical skills are being wasted.
We have many doctors here who from different countries, Congo, Rwanda, Burundi, Brazil, Afghanistan, Pakistan. We are many here in Maine, but men did not use their resources.
I'm helping, but I'm not helping the way I was trained to.
Cedric DeCembo says he went from working as a doctor to being an EMT in Maine. He says financing is one obstacle. Refugees and asylum seekers are not eligible for student loans.
You cannot go to medical school in the same time taking care of your family.
Another major barrier, foreign-trained doctors must go through a residency in Maine to get their medical license. However, the new Maine Resource Center says preference is often given to younger students out of med school over experienced foreign-trained doctors.
There is just so much potential that we are not taking advantage of and being able to utilize in helping these people get back to work and to putting their skills to use.
Representative Cloutier's bill seeks to establish a commission to study integrating foreign-trained physicians living in Maine into the state's healthcare workforce. However, the bill would not seek to lower the standards for foreign-trained doctors.
That would be very important to me, making sure that the standards remain the same, but anything we can do, we absolutely face a shortage of healthcare workers.
We know what we do, we know what we need, and then if they need just to pass a test, we are ready for that. We are a doctor.
Foreign-trained doctors can also help diversify the medical profession in Maine and can lead to better health outcomes for people of color.
The time is now 8:19. After the break, a local high school drama club will be competing at the Maine State Drama Festival this weekend. Plus, 2 Belfast organizations have put aside their rivalries in order to work towards benefiting local veterans. We'll have these stories and more coming up on Good Morning Maine.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Family owned and operating in the Bangor area for more than 10 years. Crosby's Welding is here to help you. We specialize in steel, stainless steel, and aluminum welding and fabrication. We serve many of the local industries from Maine lobstermen to the commercial trucking industry and everything in between. Fully mobile on-site construction services right down to custom signs and fire pits. Fast, friendly, reliable service. Give us a call today for a free estimate, 974-7815.
Here at Black Fly Coffee Company, quality will never be compromised. No matter what type of coffee you choose, whether it's hot, iced, or frozen, you can feel confident that our products are the highest caliber. We're here to assist you with your morning cup of joe, along with your mid-afternoon pick-me-up. And while here, grab a pastry for a snack. We always have fresh pastries available from a local business right here in the area. We look forward to meeting you soon.
Hank's Husqvarna is your full-line Husqvarna dealer with 2 convenient locations, 32 Old State Road in Carmel and 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport. Whether it's tractors and zero turns, chainsaws to trimmers, or pressure washers to snow blowers, everything is set up, serviced, and ready to go by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or sales, stop in to Hank's Husqvarna, Carmel or Newport.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Central High School's Drama Club is hoping to bring home a trophy at this weekend's Maine State Drama Festival. Our Jody Hersey caught up with the actors and has more.
Central High School in Corinth doesn't have a stage or an abundance of props, but that hasn't stopped the students in the school's drama club from winning the regional competition again and again.
We finally captured another title and now we get to go to state, so it means everything to us.
There are 28 members in the drama club, 13 of which are seniors. Beth Goodwin is the drama club's director, who says a lot of the students start out as techs, working behind the scenes, before ever stepping into a speaking role.
I didn't think that I would want to do this, but when I joined my junior year, even the role of Bongo Boy, which is my first role here, I enjoyed it so much.
The cast is performing The Shuttersome Tales of Poe, a theatrical adaptation of 3 of Edgar Allan Poe's best-known works. There's even a dance scene.
We practiced beforehand to make sure we could get the beat, the steps, and everything.
This weekend's state competition will be bittersweet, especially for the seniors here at Central High School. It'll be the last time they take the stage with classmates that they have grown close to over the years.
I feel like our freshman year we got here, we were friends, but we grew a tighter bond through drama.
We have stories that we can talk about that no one understands what we mean. Absolutely. And it's brought us closer, and I think it's not just a friendship, we're more of a family at this point.
The Maine State Drama Festival will be held Friday and Saturday at Ellsworth High School. In Corinth, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Best of luck to them. All right, a pair of Belfast organizations put aside their rivalry to support a common goal. Our David Ledford spoke with them about the road to cooperation.
Our organizations have been rivals, but now we're leading the way and showing that our groups can work together.
The Belfast Veterans of Foreign Wars partnered with the Belfast Masonic Lodge to help out another veteran organization, the American Legion. The Belfast Legion's furnace, now more than 60 years old, is on its last legs.
If something happens to it, it's running right now, but if something happens to it, it is not up to code anymore. So we're hoping to fix it before it breaks. We're lucky that it made it another winter.
Members of the American Legion say that the building's integrity is necessary for important community services.
We just recently started doing like a warming center, which I think is important to the community. We'd like to keep that going for the public and our veterans as well.
This is a great community center. We provide a lot of services out through here. Again, we're helping children with Christmas for kids. We've done food deliveries. We've based a lot of programs out of here. And without heat and warmth, we won't be able to continue the service.
The organizations presented a $2,000 check to the Legion, getting them one step closer to the estimated $16,000 price tag that comes with a new furnace. This comes in addition to the money already raised by the three groups and funds personally donated by some Belfast City Council members.
I'm really excited about this, as I've been a member of all these organizations, and I've seen that bigger picture that we're all working towards the same goal, but we were working apart. And this is the first time we've all banded together to do something, and it happened quick.
To support the Legion, checks can be made payable to American Legion Post 43 and mailed to 143 Church Street in Belfast. David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
All right, the time is now 8:25. Let's get a full look at that forecast with meteorologist Evan Biggs.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. Here we go. We have some alerts in effect this morning. A small cloud advisory down toward the coast. That'll last until about 8 p.m. as we head towards your Thursday. Until Friday morning, a winter weather advisory for the northern ends of the state for accumulating snow that will be possible as well. Otherwise, nothing else in effect here, at least at this point. But the wave heights are rather quiet for now, so the small craft advisory hasn't kicked in just yet. But we'll see these wave heights increasing as you do proceed forward in time as that next system starts to approach. But for now, we're quiet out there this morning. Just a few passing clouds. We'll be watching for a partly cloudy sky today with a lot of sunshine involved. We'll be watching for our next system that will be moving in. We'll zoom things out and give you the bigger picture. This is that system right about in here. These two are actually going to merge as they track off towards the east into the north and east, and that'll give us the opportunity for some rain and snow that will be possible later on tonight and in parts of the daytime period tomorrow. Let's break this all down with Futurecast. So a partly cloudy sky for us today. By tonight, increasing clouds will be the general idea. Early tomorrow morning, rain and snow will be possible. Nothing too extreme, though, but we'll keep the chances going, especially by Thursday afternoon and even into Thursday evening as well. But as we head towards early Friday morning, a lot of this starts to get out of here. And in fact, maybe starting off with some sunshine as we head towards your Friday. Here's the snow opportunities. The northern parts of the state could see around 4 to 7 inches of snow. This area right about in here. That is why there is that winter weather advisory in effect. Areas to the south and west, no advisories in effect at this point, but maybe some locally higher amounts than maybe 2 inches, maybe 3 inches are possible. 2 to 3 inches, a general idea. Locally higher amounts can't be ruled out. Further down to the south, this will all mainly be rain, so no accumulations expected there. So with regards to the rain, it won't be too ridiculous either, but at least up to a half an inch of rain possible further down to the south before we're all finished up. This up here takes into account mainly the snow, so this is what could fall if this all fell as rain in the northern parts of the area. This is the water equivalent of that, but further down to the south, this will all mainly be as rain for that measurement. Our average high being 42 degrees. We'll reach for the 40s for the next few days, middle to upper 40s in general, mid-30s Sunday, back in the 40s again Monday and also into your Tuesday. Forecast for today, mid-40s, partly cloudy with the wind overall looking nice and calm. By tonight, lower 30s, mostly cloudy, some rain and snow arriving late, the northwest wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. For tomorrow, mid-40s again, rain and snow switching over to all rain, the southeast wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate. Partly cloudy Friday, highs in the upper 40s. Mid-40s Saturday with a mostly cloudy sky. Rain and snow back in the forecast on Sunday, highs in the mid-30s.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. It's a wintry mix out there, but pockets of orange are standing out against the white blanket of snow throughout the state. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
They've got the sharpest pencil in town. Now they just sit around that showroom figuring deals and whittling that old pencil down. They know that if you buy once, you're gonna be back. So instead of buying one, you're buying two, and that's a fact. They've got the sharpest pencil in town.
So come on down, neighbor. The coffee pot's on.
Since 1950, Fairhaven Camps, located in Brooks, Maine, has provided quality Christian summer camping experiences to young people from Maine and beyond. At Fairhaven Camps, we empower youth from ages 6 through 17 to seek the truth of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Fairhaven Camps offers day or overnight camps as well as horsemanship and wilderness camps. Fairhaven Camps is now hiring for summer staff and accepting registration for campers. To sign up, apply, or donate, please visit www.fairhavencamps.org or call us today.
There's never been a better time to get away with a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now's the time to get in and get away. Lease an Ioniq 5 for $609 a month, including a $7,500 EV lease bonus. See your Bangor Hyundai dealer.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. To combat the spread of misinformation online, some politicians are calling for social media sites to do a better job at regulating false posts. TikTok just announced it will issue new guidelines for what can be uploaded to the platform, adding it will increase efforts to prevent the spread of conspiracy theories. But policy changes aside, a growing number of educators say it's still critical to teach kids how to identify misinformation. Fox News correspondent Jackie Ibanez takes a closer look at how efforts to teach digital literacy are being accomplished.
With just a few clicks, or even a brief scroll, access to piles of information are quickly at our fingertips, thanks to the internet. But as helpful as the digital world is at spreading knowledge, it can be just as harmful because of how easily misinformation can spread online.
Everyone's susceptible to misinformation. It doesn't matter which political affiliation you are, it doesn't matter what your age is.
To help prevent people from believing false claims, a growing number of educators across the country are calling for students to better learn how to identify when they're being lied to.
Like I remember back in the day when we would call young people the digital natives, right? That we didn't need to teach them because they could figure it out because they were somehow born into this space and so they'd be able to figure it out. Well, that didn't really pan out.
Misinfo Day at the University of Washington is helping to do just that, offering high school students exercises in how to responsibly consume media, how to fact-check information with credible sources, and why it's important to hear both sides of an argument.
I think it's really good for these types of conventions to happen so that kids can learn not only how to prevent the spread of misinformation, but also how to teach older family members that may have a harder time as well.
Several states, including Illinois, New Jersey, and Texas, have recently enacted new guidelines for teaching students how to accurately search for facts online.
Some states are coming up with new ways to prevent fentanyl overdoses, including a system that will show up where it's most needed. Fox News multimedia reporter Madison Scarpino has more on this from Chesterfield, Missouri.
This is a mobile addiction clinic. It's brand new and the first of its kind here in Missouri. It goes out to places like unhoused communities and rural communities, and people can go inside and get treatments, medications, and more by a team of professionals. And coast to coast, we're seeing similar trends where mobile clinics like these will go straight to the people who may not otherwise get treatment for their addiction.
Substance use as we know it has just changed for a lot of reasons, and namely that's because of fentanyl.
Assisted Recovery Centers of America, or ARCA, thinks of itself as the hub of addiction treatment in Missouri. For Executive Director Aaron Laxton, this job is personal.
I've lost 3 family members to fentanyl overdose.
One of the family members, his niece Heather Helton.
Every time I'm working with somebody, I'm working with someone that I can relate to.
Laxton says he's also struggled with substance abuse his entire life.
Now, I'm fortunately in a different place now. I'm in the 2nd year of my PhD. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I have a family. But all of that is only possible because I've received care like we are now rendering to other people.
ARCA's mobile clinic now brings life-saving addiction treatment straight to those in need.
This actually began out of the trunk of my car and going out to the community to work with individuals who were unhoused or individuals who didn't have access to services.
The National Institute on Drug Abuse says fentanyl is to blame for the majority of overdose deaths, and innovations like mobile clinics are incredibly effective.
I'm absolutely hopeful. I don't believe in fairy tales, but I also have seen how powerful treatments can be in actually helping people achieve recovery.
The strength of ARCA has been a medical detox and stabilization. Because when people come to us, they are in severe withdrawal. They have a lot of anxiety. They are just crawling out of the skin. We give them hope that no, it's a very treatable illness and you can get your life back together.
Everything, including medication, is completely free at this mobile clinic, all funded by state and federal government.
Barriers appeared around the U.S. Capitol Tuesday in preparation of a potential indictment of former President Donald Trump. Trump is facing a possible indictment and arrest this week for his alleged role in a hush money payment made to adult film star Stormy Daniels in 2016. Law enforcement has been ramping up security across multiple high-profile areas in D.C. and New York City after Trump called on his supporters to protest the charges. Plans to close down streets and set up barricades are in the works, just in case demonstrations turn violent, similar to the January 6th insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. And when we return, we'll have your daily dose of fun facts plus the full weather forecast. Don't go away.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Nice.
Sweet.
Go big or go home.
What'd you say?
What's up?
Right now, you could save up to $1,100 with affordable 3.99% financing on most four-wheel drive Tacoma models. And every Tacoma comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is Wednesday, March 22nd, 2023. Today the sun rises at 6:34 a.m. and sets at 6:49 p.m., which means we have 12 hours and 15 minutes of sunlight today. And today is American Red Cross Giving Day, intended to bring people together to help those in need. The Red Cross accepts donations of blood. They always need blood donations, and they're also always in need of volunteers. They train people to be able to administer first aid treatment and even save lives. In Bangor, the Red Cross Blood Donation Center is located on Hammond Street, and it opens today at 11 a.m. I believe they close around 5 or 6 p.m. All right, now for our daily dose of history on this day in history. In 1790, Thomas Jefferson became the first U.S. Secretary of State under President Washington. In 1903, Niagara Falls ran out of water due to a drought. I still need to find a photo on that one. And in 1917, after the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia, the United States was the first nation to recognize the new government of Russia. I found that quite strange. I didn't know that. And in 1933, FDR made beer and wine that exceeded an alcohol percentage of 3.2% illegal to produce, sell, and consume. For birthdays today, we have iconic actor William Shatner, who's 91 years old, author James Patterson is 75, and actress Reese Witherspoon is 47 today. All right, happy birthday to them, and let's move on and get a full check of that forecast with meteorologist Evan Binks.
Hey, Emma, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. All right, let's get things rolling out there this morning. We're looking pretty good out there, at least at this point. We're watching some clouds that are currently tracking through. We have a few advisories posted as well. Not showing up on this particular map, but a small crowd advisory here. And a winter weather advisory showing up in the northern parts of the state for accumulating snow that will be on the way. For now, though, not too bad out there. We're pretty quiet here this morning. There's some rain further down to the south, but another system here onto the north will be tracking off towards the east. That will combine with a system to the south, and that will give us some precipitation that will be moving in later on this week. Futurecast for today will be showing a partly cloudy sky. Clouds move in later on tonight. There's a rain and snow chances on the way later on tonight and a parts of Thursday morning as that system starts to approach. The winds won't be too bad for now. Rather calm today. Maybe a light breeze and with directions shifting overall. But we will be watching for increasing wind, especially as we head towards Thursday afternoon with that next system that will be approaching. So for today, mid-40s and a partly cloudy sky, and the wind overall looking nice and calm. Later on tonight, lower 30s on the way, mostly cloudy. Some rain and snow arriving late. The northwest wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Moving ahead towards tomorrow, mid-40s, rain and snow switching to all rain. The southeast wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. A lot of sunshine and a few passing clouds. Temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Emma?
Thank you, Devin. All right, researchers say eating seeds and nuts are a possible way to maintain a healthy heart. Research in the results published in the Food and Nutrition Research Journal shows eating a handful of nuts every day decreases the risk of heart disease by 20 to 25%. Researchers say almonds, pistachios, and walnuts ranked among the best for lowering cholesterol. While the review did not provide an exact cause and effect for the results, researchers believe the composition of fatty acids in nuts and seeds is the main factor for reducing heart disease. So if you have a salt fix, I think that's a good snack to have, and it's also good for you at the same time. All right, well, when we return, we'll have sports and a in-studio interview. We'll be right back.
Buying a home is a big family experience. It is our dream home. Credit union is more like a partner, whether it's your home or whether it's in business. They're local, they're small, they want to take care of their customers just as much as they can. Pretty good feeling to have your local credit union backing you up.
It's a fact. 2 out of 3 Americans who qualify for Medicare do not receive all the benefits they deserve. If you're eligible for Medicare and Medicaid, a Medicare Advantage plan from Anthem Maine Health can come with all the benefits you want. Call Anthem Maine Health at 1-844-594-1602 today for a free Medicare plan checkup and to make sure you have everything you qualify for in 2023. You can receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium, benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and $0 copay for prescriptions. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money toward over-the-counter health items. Don't be one of the Medicare beneficiaries not getting all the benefits you qualify for. Call 1-844-594-1602 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2023.
NexGard is the flea and tick protection that's #1 with vets. Your vet trusts it for her patients and her own dog. Plus, its delicious beef flavor is #1 with dogs. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Ask your vet about NexGard.
There are some things that go better together.
Burger and fries, soup and salad.
Like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. With Voya, considering all your financial choices together can help you make smarter decisions.
Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
The support of my credit union, starting the business, the banking advice that you need, and you can call them and they're there for you. That's tremendous. It's really an exciting time, and my credit union made that possible.
Small town farmers search for love in the heartland.
It's really hit me in the heart like this is real.
Farmer Wants a Wife, tonight on Fox.
Hey everybody, Ryan Soudal here. Thank you so much for joining us. On Tuesday, 11 former Maine football players took to the Gorham Sports Center for their 2023 NFL Pro Day. Tyler Cruz has the story.
On Tuesday, 11 former Black Bears officially closed the books on their college careers and took a step towards the next level at the 2023 Maine Football Pro Day.
Yeah, this is a big day. I mean, a lot leading up to this. Certainly something that's in the
in their minds for the past 4 to 5 years.
Scouts from the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers were in attendance at the Gorham Sports Center, watching the guys perform a series of drills to test their preparation for the next level.
I showed them, especially my weight, I showed them, I could be explosive at that weight, and going in there, catching everything, not really dropping anything, getting my hips moving.
I just want to show that I'm versatile and that I can perform on the field if they need me to. I mean, I can play any position on the offensive line, and that's the biggest thing that I want the scouts to know.
Also in attendance, Maine football alum and NFL veteran Matt Mulligan, who has been training this group of Black Bears as they prepare for the biggest stage.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity for anybody when you can be involved with your alma mater, but players that are coming out trying to achieve a dream, and that's what these guys are doing, and they're working really hard. So for me, it's just trying to foster an environment where they can get the most out of their abilities.
One of the headliners of the group, center Michael Geraci. Geraci spent the past 5 years donning the blue and black and has been an anchor on the offensive line every season he's been out there.
There's not many that have done it better than he has. He's a guy who started almost 50 games here, so he has a lot to be proud of and a legacy here that will be hard to match.
And as much as Geraci has meant to Maine, Maine has meant just as much to the 26-year-old NFL hopeful.
It's been my home away from home for the last 5 years. I mean, this university has given me everything. It's given me 2 degrees. It's given me the opportunity to play at the Division I level. And I'm grateful for the university. I'm grateful for the people around the university that have given me this opportunity.
Overall, for every one of the athletes there, it was a nice way to end their chapter of collegiate athletics, going out the only way they know how, as brothers.
It felt great. We came out here, man. Everyone worked there. Everyone showed what they did, all training and everything, and we came here with excitement, energy, and that's what we wanted. We got it done today.
In Gorham, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Let's stay with the Black Bears now, as one of the biggest pieces of the UMaine women's basketball team made a big announcement on Tuesday. Ann Simon is back. The former America East Player of the Year said in a statement that she intends to return to Maine next season for her 5th year of eligibility. Her season was plagued with injuries this past year, forcing her to miss half the games, but she still made second-team All-Conference, putting up 14 points a game. Simon says that the love she feels from Black Bear Nation and her teammates played a huge part in her decision, but also the hunger to fulfill her and the team's goals.
So grateful for the teammates and the coaching staff, but also for the fans. It definitely at the end made it easier for me to decide, knowing that I have the support behind me, and of course still haven't got what I want so far to win the conference. I'm currently 0 from 4, so I have one more year, one more chance, so whatever it takes.
Okay, let's stay on the basketball court now. The New England Women's Basketball Coaches Association announced their senior All-Star Game rosters recently, and one Husson Eagle will make the trip to participate. Big congrats to graduate point guard Vanessa Duarte. Duarte was named second-team All-NAC, and then she was also named to the Maine Women's Basketball Coaches Association second team. She became the 28th player in Husson Women's Hoops history to reach 1,000 points this past year as well, doing it in her last game as an Eagle. The Senior All-Star Game will be played on March 26th at 1 p.m. at Smith's College in Massachusetts. Okay, let's move to the NFL now, where the Patriots bid farewell to one of the team's all-time greats. The Patriots held former safety Devin McCourty's retirement presser Tuesday afternoon. There was a video montage, various messages from teammates, and speeches from Coach Belichick and Bob Kraft. McCourty spent all 14 of his NFL seasons in New England and made it to 2 Pro Bowls and won 3 Super Bowls. He used the final words of his speech to thank the team and fans for treating him so well. In doing so, he quoted another local legend.
I heard Bill Russell say, as I watched his documentary, he said if he left his kids with $1 million, he really would have left them with nothing. But if he teaches them how to be better people and how to live life the right way, then he gives them everything. And I'm proud to say that I'm a father of 3, and because of you guys, I'll be able to show them how to live the right way.
What a great guy. Of course he is. He's from Jersey. That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
AC Electric Corp is seeking a skilled AC/DC electric motor technician for its Bangor Motor Shop. This position involves disassembly, testing, repairing, and reassembly of electric motors and equipment. AC Electric Corp is willing to train someone with 5 years of auto or equipment mechanic experience. AC Electric Corp offers 401k matching, paid time off, health and dental insurance, along with a great work environment. If interested in applying, please call Tina at 945-9487.
It wasn't just a little bit of soot on an old family photo. It wasn't just a couple of books soaked in water. And when you called Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, you were not just another customer. That family photo hangs high yet again, and those irreplaceable first editions stay cemented in history. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Family owned and operating in the Bangor area for more than 10 years. Crosby's Welding is here to help you. We specialize in steel, stainless steel, and aluminum welding and fabrication. We serve many of the local industries from Maine lobstermen to the commercial trucking industry and everything in between. Fully mobile on-site construction services right down to custom signs and fire pits. Fast, friendly, reliable service. Give us a call today for a free estimate. 974-7815.
We so amazing.
The stylish Chevy Equinox RS. And Chevy Blazer RS.
So captivating.
You don't have to be an influencer to be an influencer. The RS family of Chevy SUVs. Definitely worth a follow. Current qualified non-GM lessees can get this Equinox for $269 a month. Or get $1,750 total cash allowance when you purchase.
Make the crowd go crazy.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm here with Phil Edelman. He's the director of the School of Performing Arts, and Fran Votes. He's the director of the choral activities. Both for you, Maine. Guys, thanks for joining us today.
Our pleasure.
Of course. So you're here to talk about a lot of the fun, exciting events going on this weekend and other times in the future. Fran, can you talk about what's
It's going to be a really busy weekend.
Yeah.
The University Singers is hosting a big concert on Saturday, this coming Saturday, at 7:30 at the Collins Center for the Arts. And it's a celebration of Professor Emeritus Dennis Cox, who conducted the group for 36 years before I took over. And so alumni from all over the country, really, and some even from Europe are coming for the celebration. There'll be about 250 alumni there.
Wow.
And so the current group will sing part of the concert, and then all the alumni will sing under Dr. Cox's direction.
Gotcha.
At the
so
end.
the current group of university singers are the ones located nearby.
Yes. Yep, the ones who are current students. We just returned from a week concert tour of Maine and Massachusetts, and so this is our homecoming concert.
Yeah.
And then we'll join the alumni too.
Awesome. Does it kind of have to do with the semester getting close to wrapping up? Is this a
correct?
Gotcha.
Yes. And then our next big project after this is we'll be singing the Beethoven Ninth Symphony with the Bangor Symphony on April 30th.
On one of our, we have a daily fun fact on the Stay in History thing. That was last week of when that came out. He released that, or it was performed for the first time.
Oh,
the Ninth
that's great.
Symphony.
Yeah.
That's cool. And what's going on in your world?
So in addition to the music events, we have a theater show opening this weekend. It's called Everybody. It's an adaptation of an 18th century morality play.
Cool.
And we'll run for 2 weekends in a row.
Yep.
And one of the cool things about this play is 5 of the actors will not know what roles they play until they draw lots at the beginning of the show.
Wow.
So don't miss it. Come see us on our website, umaine.edu/SPA, S-P-A.
Okay.
And you can get tickets. You can learn more about our events. Be happy to have you on campus.
What's a morality play?
It's a play it's trying to teach something about how to behave towards other people.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's teaching something probably to the people who are involved as they have to learn their roles on the spot, and
Sure.
for everybody in the audience.
Yeah, we're excited to see
Very
how
cool.
it comes out.
So yours is on Saturday. I say
Saturday
yours, but
at 7:30.
At 7:30. And when does this one?
This is March 31st through the 2nd, and then April 7th to 9th.
Gotcha.
And the information about that is available on our website.
Perfect. And we'll have that linked. We'll post this online and we'll have that linked in. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us today.
Of course.
That's all we have to talk about. But of course, anytime you want to come back and talk about more events, we'd love to have you. You've been on the show once before, though, so you know the drill.
Yeah, we love coming here.
All right, Phil, Fran, thank you for joining us
Thanks
today.
so much.
We'll send it over to Devin Biggs for our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate, servicing the area for over 70 years. Experience matters. Here we go. We have some alerts in effect this morning. A small cloud advisory down toward the coast. That'll last until about 8 p.m. as we head towards your Thursday. Until Friday morning, a winter weather advisory for the northern ends of the state for accumulating snow that will be possible as well. Otherwise, nothing else in effect here, at least at this point. But the wave heights are rather quiet for now, so the small craft advisory hasn't kicked in just yet. But we'll see these wave heights increasing as you do proceed forward in time as that next system starts to approach. But for now, we're quiet out there this morning. Just a few passing clouds. We'll be watching for a partly cloudy sky today with a lot of sunshine involved. We'll be watching for our next system that will be moving in. We'll zoom things out and give you the bigger picture. This is that system right about in here. These two are actually going to merge as they track off towards the east into the north and east, and that'll give us the opportunity for some rain and snow that will be possible later on tonight and in parts of the daytime period tomorrow. Let's break this all down with Futurecast. So a partly cloudy sky for us today. By tonight, increasing clouds will be the general idea. Early tomorrow morning, rain and snow will be possible. Nothing too extreme, though. But we'll keep the chances going, especially by Thursday afternoon and even into Thursday evening as well. But as we head towards early Friday morning, a lot of this starts to get out of here. And in fact, maybe starting off with some sunshine as we head towards your Friday. Here's the snow opportunities. The northern parts of the state can see around 4 to 7 inches of snow. This area right about in here. That is why there is that winter weather advisory in effect. Areas to the south and west, no advisories in effect at this point, but maybe some locally higher amounts than maybe 2 inches, maybe 3 inches are possible. 2 to 3 inches, a general idea. Locally higher amounts can't be ruled out. Further down to the south, this will all mainly be rain, so no accumulations expected there. So with regards to the rain, it won't be too ridiculous either, but at least up to a ½ inch of rain possible further down to the south before we're all finished up. This up here takes into account mainly the snow, so this is what could fall if this all fell as rain in the northern parts of the area. This is the water equivalent of that, but further down to the south, this will all mainly be as rain for that measurement. Our average high being 42 degrees. We'll reach for the 40s for the next few days, middle to upper 40s in general. Mid-30s Sunday, back into 40s again Monday and also into your Tuesday. Forecast for today, mid-40s, partly cloudy with the wind overall looking nice and calm. By tonight, lower 30s, mostly cloudy, some rain and snow arriving late, the northwest wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. For tomorrow, mid-40s again, rain and snow switching over to all rain, that southeast wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Century 21 Queen City Real Estate. Partly cloudy Friday, highs in the upper 40s. Mid-40s Saturday with a mostly cloudy sky. Rain and snow back in the forecast on Sunday, highs in the mid-30s.
Sure, the driveway looks good now with the snow on it, but you know what will still be under there in the spring? The same cracks, crumbles, and potholes that were there before winter. Call Eaton Paving today. Let's make an appointment to fix those problems when the weather is ready. Eaton Paving and Excavation.
Are you considering buying a new home? A home inspection is a major step in the home buying process. Knowing the current condition of your future home is very important. From simple DIY repairs to major issues that could cost thousands down the road. Not only can TJ inspect your property, but he is also a licensed contractor. Give him a call today at 210-5000 for a free inspection quote.
The FlexSteel Spring Semi-Annual Sale is in full bloom with fresh savings on fabric and leather reclining and stationary furniture, tables, beds, desks, dressers, and more. Furniture that comforts, furniture that endures, all with a blue steel spring at its core. FlexSteel, designed for living, built for life. Save big today during FlexSteel Spring Semi-Annual Sale.
Dorsey Furniture, open 7 days a week, Route 1A Holden.
Make some noise! Fox Monday. It's the iHeartRadio Music Awards with host Lenny Kravitz. And it all happens live. Cha-ching. With Innovator Award recipient Taylor Swift and performances by Icon Award recipient Pink, Coldplay, Kelly Clarkson, Keith Urban, Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo, Lotto, Money Long, Cody Johnson, and more.
Thank you, iHeartRadio. I love you guys.
The iHeartRadio Music Awards this Monday live on Fox.
Sure, the driveway looks good now with the snow on it, but you know what will still be under there in the spring? The same cracks, crumbles, and potholes that were there before winter. Call Eaton Paving today. Let's make an appointment to fix those problems when the weather is ready. Eaton Paving and Excavation.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Well, if you want to find peak happiness, you might have to travel across the world to do so. The 2023 World Happiness Report just ranked the top happiest countries. The U.S. ranked number 15, which is a place higher than last year's report. But the top 3 countries for happiness are